All right, well, welcome to a quick flow. I'm Lauren from Move and Breathe, and I've got a short flow planned for you guys today. So go ahead and find your yoga mat. If you don't have a yoga mat, find some spot on the grass or ground that feels good for your body and come to a comfortable seated position that works for your body. If it doesn't feel good for you to sit in a seated position, by all means, you can come down to your back and bend your knees and put your feet on the ground. That's certainly an option. Wherever you are, begin to close your eyes and start to settle into your body and into your breath. So allow the eyes to close. Maybe just even have a soft gaze. And take a moment to just notice the sounds around you. You might notice sounds that are far away, and then you might notice sounds that are closer towards you. And let that sort of focus of attention, of moving inward, turn to the breath. Allow your mind to focus on movement of the breath in your body right now. As you inhale, think about filling up and expanding belly, ribs. And as you exhale, just looking to create a sense or space for letting go, softening. Let's take 3 more rounds of breath here, mindfully breathing in and mindfully breathing out. And slowly start to find some small movements that might look like wiggling fingers or toes. If you lay down on your mat, go ahead and bring yourself back up to any kind of seat that feels good for you. I'm sitting in a cross-legged position because that feels comfortable for my body, but you could certainly have your legs straight out in front of you, or even just take the soles of your feet together and hold on to your shins. Whatever works for you, find that position. Let's take a moment to roll our shoulders up, back, and down. Get nice and tall through the crown of your head, and then bring your chin down towards your chest and elongate the space in the back of the neck. As you inhale, take your gaze up towards the ceiling, so nice and slow. You can do this with eyes open, or you can do this with eyes closed. Inhales, take the gaze up, and exhales, bring the gaze back down towards the floor. And the next time that you bring your gaze back down towards the floor, we'll pause there for a moment and just allow the chin to sweep across the chest. So don't worry about which side you go to. Go to whatever side feels good for you first, and allow the chin to sweep over to one side and back across the chest and over to the other side. And maybe it would feel good for you to take a full rotation of the head and neck, going all the way around. When the chin comes to the chest, well, you'll reverse that. Go back in the other direction, all the way around. Nice and slow. The next time that the chin comes to the chest, let's bring the gaze back up through center. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. We'll inhale, sweep the arms out and up, reach them up overhead. As you exhale next, bring your left hand down beside you. Stretch your right arm over and find some length in the right side of your body. As you inhale, sweep both arms up through center. And we'll switch that up, going over to the other side. Right hand to the ground, left arm reaches over. Breathe in and reach up. As you exhale, rotate the spine to your left. Look back over your left shoulder. Pause. You can take the chin across the chest and look over the right shoulder. And then chin sweeps back across the chest over the left. The inhale reaches both arms up. We'll exhale and switch over towards the right, looking back over the right shoulder, sitting tall. Sweep the chin across the chest and look over the left shoulder. Chin goes back across the chest. Take the gaze back over the right shoulder. We'll inhale, arms sweep up through center. And exhale, release the hands down to your knees or your thighs. Roll the shoulders. Awesome. Let's make our way into a tabletop pose. So go ahead and come to hands and knees. If it would feel good for you to place a blanket underneath your knees, or maybe even fold your mat like one fold so that you have a little more padding or cushion, go ahead and do that. Make sure that you have a position that feels comfortable for your body. So take your hands underneath the heads of your shoulders and breathe in. Drop your belly down. Lift your head and your tail and gaze up. As you exhale, push the mat away, round and flex your spine, bringing your chin towards your chest. Inhale, drop the belly down, lift the head and the tail. Exhale, push the mat away, rounding and flexing your spine. You can continue to do this a few more times at the pace of your breath, allowing yourself to move with intention, slow and steady. The next time that you inhale, we'll find a nice long neutral spine. And as you exhale, shift your hips back over your heels. Let your arms stretch forward and fold into child's pose. You can let your forehead rest on the mat. You might even bend your elbows and stack your hands and let your forehead rest in the back of the hands. Or maybe it feels good for you to take your arms alongside your body and pause here. Breathe into the back of your rib cage. Expand ribs. And exhale, soften. If you're resting your forehead on your hands, go ahead and stretch your arms back out long. As you reach your arms long, take your gaze, look forward, and then pull your body all the way forward to a modified plank. As you exhale, bend your elbows and slowly lower the belly all the way down to the mat. And once you arrive there, maybe you stretch your legs out a little bit, let the tops of your feet rest on the mat. We'll press into the palms and pull the chest forward as we come up into a cobra. Let your glutes squeeze, front of the body opens and stretches. We'll exhale, lower the chest back down to the mat. Keep exhaling as you press yourself up and back, child's pose. Inhale, pulls your body forward. Exhale, lowers you all the way down to the mat. Inhale, chest pulls forward. Exhale, release the chest back to the mat. Keep exhaling as you press yourself up and back, child's pose. Last time through like that. Breathe in and pull forward. Exhale, lower with control. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, chest back to the mat. Keep exhaling and press yourself back, child's. The next time you inhale, pull forward to table. If you've made your way kind of back towards the back of the mat, you might want to crawl yourself forward. We'll tuck toes and lift the knees away from the mat, coming into downward facing dog. You can have straight legs or bent knees. Take a few moments to pedal out your downward facing dog. So that might look like bending one knee, straightening the other, or maybe stillness feels really good for your body today. Think about actively pushing the mat away from you, spreading your fingers nice and wide as you drive a big stretch across the entire backside of your body. From downward facing dog, we'll take a little walk to the front of the mat. So let your knees bend a little or a lot as you come forward into a fold at the front of your mat. Soften the muscles of the face and the neck and the jaw. You might even relax your arms. Again, allowing the knees to be bent a little or a lot does not matter. Next time you inhale, lift yourself halfway, lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, fold back in, let that go. We'll bend knees, press down into our feet. Inhale, rise all the way up. Let your palms meet over your head and exhale your hands to heart center. Close your eyes and pause here for just a moment. Let the shoulders move away from the ears. Let the crown of your head be tall and let yourself experience Tadasana mountain pose for just a moment of breath. We'll inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Right hand takes hold of the left wrist, lift the left arm up, and then lean over to the right. Press your left foot down into the mat a little bit more. And inhale back up through center. We'll switch sides. Left hand takes the right wrist, lifts it up, and leans you over to the left. Breathe in, reach both arms up through center, separate the hands. As you exhale, swim the right arm back, reach the left arm forward. Look back over your right shoulder and reach your arms away from each other. Inhale, both arms up through center. Exhale, swim the left arm back, right arm reaches forward, hands reach away, thumbs point up towards the ceiling, arms reach away from each other. Breathe in, both arms reach up. As you exhale, part your arms, hinge at your hips, and fold your body forward. Inhale lifts you halfway and lengthen through your spine. Exhale, plant your palms and you step back to plank pose, right foot and then left, finding the very top of your push-up and pushing the mat away. So think about lengthening from the crown of your head all the way back to your heels and feel strong in this position. Take a deep breath in, and then we'll lower all the way down to the mat. If you find that your pelvis is leading the way, lower your knees to the mat first, and then align yourself here for cobra. Press into your hands and pull your chest forward. Exhale, lower your body back down to the mat. You'll come up through bent knees and make your way back into downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, take a little walk to the front of the mat. Knees can stay bent. We'll inhale and lift halfway. Exhale to fold. Knees bend, feet press. Inhale, rise up, palms meet. Exhale your hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep arms out and up. Exhale, part the arms, hinge at your hips and fold your body forward. Inhale lifts you halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plants your palms, so we'll step it back left foot and then right, finding the top of the push-up once again. Reaching back through the heels, strong through the thighs, crown of the head reaches forward, deep breath in. Exhale, bend the elbows and lower all the way to the mat. Untuck your toes, inhale, pull your chest forward. Exhale, release the chest back down to the mat. And this time, let's press ourselves back to child's pose. Take 2 rounds of breath in child's pose. And eventually make your way back into downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we'll take a little walk to the front of the mat. Inhale lifts you halfway and lengthen. Exhale, fold in, soften and let go. Bend your knees, press down into your feet. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale your hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep out and up. Exhale, hinge and fold once again. We'll breathe in and lift halfway. Think about finding length in the spine. We'll send just the right leg back for a lunge this time and lower the right knee down to the mat. Untuck the right toe and inhale, sweep the arms forward and up. As you exhale, we'll shift hips back. As you shift your hips back, inch your left heel forward, dig the heel in, draw the toes back towards the shin. Feel a nice long stretch across the back line of the left leg. And then take your time, crawl yourself towards the front of the mat, plant the right palm. We'll stretch the left arm up towards the ceiling, reaching the crown of the head forward and back through the right heel. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the left hand down, send the left leg back, downward facing dog. Now here's your option. 1, you hang out right here and you just take a couple breaths. 2, you lower down to child's pose and pause. And 3, you move through a little flow by inhaling forward, exhaling to lower, inhaling for cobra, and exhaling back to downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take your time and walk to the front of the mat. Inhale and lift halfway. Exhale and fold in. Bend your knees, press down into your feet. Inhale, rise up. Exhale your hands to your heart. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, part your arms, hinge at your hips, and fold the body forward. Breathe in and lift yourself halfway again, strong through your midsection. Then we'll bend through the knees, send the left leg back, and lower the left knee down for the lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms forward and up. As you exhale, shift your hips back. Straighten out your right leg, dig the heel in, and draw the toes back towards the shin. In this posture, think about pulling the toes back, reaching your chest towards your toes, staying active through the back of the leg. I really like this action of sort of digging the heel down and strong through the back of the right leg. Nice. Slowly start to shift yourself forward. Plant your left hand, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling, and find your twist. You're pushing the ground away from you with your left hand. You're reaching back through the left heel. Deep breath in. Exhale, right hand down to the mat. Right leg steps back, downward facing dog. You decide what would feel good for you here. You want to stay in dog pose, move through a flow, pause in child's. Let's all meet in child's pose. Next time you inhale, pull forward to table. We'll exhale back to downward facing dog and walk the feet towards the hands. Find yourself in the center of the mat and inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold in. Knees bend, feet press. Inhale, rise up, palms meet. Exhale, hands to the heart. We'll release the arms down, take a big roll of the shoulders. So let's work on a little standing balance. You'll press into your left foot. From here, shift the weight into your left foot without shifting your hip off to the side, and then slowly float your right leg up. Now, if you get to this place, so I've got my hands around my right shin and I'm tall through the crown of my head. If this feels like that's a big balance challenge for you, then just put your toe down and play with lifting and lowering back down. Your goal is to not reach out and touch something else. Your goal is to lower your foot down, and that's sort of your little catch for your balance, right? So if you've got the knee, you'll hold on to the knee. Take a deep breath in here. Circle the right ankle in one direction and back in the other. And so working balance of the standing leg, building stability, the small muscles of the feet and the ankle. And then we'll release that, lower it down. Roll the shoulders before we switch sides. So shift the weight over into the right foot. From here, we really push the ground away, strong through the right hip, and then slow and steady, pull the left leg up, reach around, grab a hold of the shin, and we use the leg to pull back and get taller through the crown of the head. Maybe you can circle the ankle on the left side. Maybe that feels like a little much to you. Or maybe you're just playing with tapping the foot down and bringing it back up and working on building balance. Notice the small muscles of the right foot that are having to work and actively keep you strong and stable. Go ahead and come out of that nice and slow. Lower the left foot down, roll the shoulders, and we'll go ahead and come down to our mats. So take your time as you come down to your mat. You can bend your knees, lower your hips down. We'll stretch the legs out straight in front of us and circle the ankles in one direction. Circle them back in the other. And then put a bend into your right knee. We'll cross the right ankle over the left leg and take a twist to the right. So look back over the right shoulder. So you can wrap your left arm around you. Sit nice and tall, breathing in and breathing out. Take your time, make your way back through center and straighten the right leg. We'll switch sides, bend the left knee, cross the left foot over the right, reach the right arm around, sit nice and tall as you take the left hand back behind you. Draw the right toes back towards the shin and sit tall through the crown of the head. Back out of it, nice and slow. Left leg goes long. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. We'll take our time lowering our bodies down to the mat. So reach your arms forward and then ease your way down nice and slow. And once you arrive all the way down on your mat, we'll pause here for just a moment and check in with how the body feels. You might even take your arms over your head for a full body stretch. You could grab opposite elbows. You could circle through the ankles. Eventually, we'll reach the arms around and gather that right knee once again, bringing it into your chest. So it's like the exact same position that we were in when we were standing, but now we've changed our relationship to gravity and we've made this a little bit sweeter. Let's take the right hip for a couple circles around in one direction. The next time the knee comes towards the chest, give it a little hug. Then we'll guide it across the body. So roll onto your left side as you take the right leg across your body. And then when you're ready, reach your right arm out to the right. You might adjust or kind of shimmy your shoulders a little bit over to the left as you look out over the right side. Let your eyes close and soften through the face, the jaw. And check in with where you notice sensation in your body. So maybe it's the low back on the right side, or maybe it's the outer line of the right hip. Might even be somewhere along the front of the right shoulder. No right or wrong, just noticing. Another deep breath in. And then take your time, make your way back through center. Right knee comes into your chest as you situate yourself back onto your mat. And we'll lower the right leg all the way out. Let's take a full body stretch in between sides, reaching arms overhead, lengthening hands away from feet. And then circling the arms around, gathering up the left knee and bringing it into your chest. And notice how this feels when we lay on our side. And we'll take our time, make some circles for the left hip. Sweep it around. And eventually we'll pull it all the way across over to the right side. So I like to roll to the right side. And then from here, send the left arm out to the left. And I might shimmy the shoulders to the right just a little bit. Left knee can be bent. It could be straight. You're going to find what works best for your body. And you can take your gaze over the left shoulder. You can keep it up towards the ceiling. Does this side feel different for you? Notice what you notice. And when that feels complete, we'll start to make our way back through center. You might bend your knees and situate your body. Let's circle the arms around and bring both knees into the chest before we take one more full body stretch. You can hug your knees in and circle both hips this time. We'll lower the feet down to the mat. Take your feet wider than your hips and drop both knees over to the right. We'll take arms like goalposts or cactus and just let the arms relax if that feels good. If not, you can go straight out to the side or maybe even interlace your fingers behind your head. Find something that feels good, position that feels good for the shoulders and the arms. We'll inhale and float the knees up through center, and we'll use the exhale to drop the knees over to the left side. Inhale your knees back up through center. Center yourself on your mat. We'll go ahead and stretch legs all the way out. So lengthen the legs all the way out on your mat. Inhale, arms overhead. Let's take a big full body stretch where we engage every single muscle in the whole body. So hands reach away, feet reach away, quads are engaged, cores engaged, big, strong lengthen, and then exhale, soften and let everything go. Good, let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach, find some more length. Fire everything up in the body and then soften and let it go. Exhale. Last time like that. Big breath in. Squeeze the hands, make fists with the hands. You might even squeeze the toes and make fists with your toes. Reach everything away. And then exhale, soften. Press into the back of your body, the back of your head. Nestle your shoulders a little closer towards each other. Let the backs of your hands rest on the floor. Let the right foot fall to the right. Left foot fall to the left. Soften the muscles of the face, the jaw. Relax your eyes. If there's anything that you can do to make your body more comfortable right now, like covering up with a blanket or putting something underneath your head for a little more support, let yourself settle into comfort. Begin to return your attention to your breath, watching the breath come in, watching the breath go out. Noticing how the inhales expand you, and the exhales create that space for release and letting go. There's no work and there's no effort here. Space for stillness, softness, and ease. Let your next breath in be a little bigger, a little fuller, and a little deeper than the last. Slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. You might even circle through the wrists and the ankles. We'll inhale and come back into that full body stretch where your arms reach over your head and your legs reach long. And then as you exhale, circle your arms around, gather up your knees, bring them into your chest, let your body rock a little from side to side. And take your time and let yourself come up to a seat. So you might roll over to one side, or maybe you rock and roll yourself up to a seated position. And come back to where we started in that tall seated position. Let the shoulders roll up, back and down. The next time that you breathe in, sweep your arms out and up, allowing the palms to meet. And as you exhale, bring your hands to rest at your heart center, bowing your chin towards your chest and pausing, breathing in a breath of gratitude for this time that you have taken for yourself today to move better and breathe better and live and feel better in your body. Thank you for sharing this time and practice with me. Namaste.